Okay, so what's up, guys? We're going to be talking about Black Ops 4 Zombies leaked gameplay and what's going to be happening with that sort of issue. It's the time of year, or at least the time of year before a Call of Duty releases. Usually, we start to see this leaked gameplay stuff towards the end of October, beginning of November, because the Call of Duties usually release the first or second week of November. Now we're in the first or second week, or the second week of October. Call of Duty is now releasing October 12th, which is next Friday. So we only have a little over a week until this game actually releases. I'm going to be going back, especially because it's Treyarch's title. We're going to be talking about Black Ops 3 Zombies and how the leaked gameplay worked for that game, comparing it to what's going to be happening this time around, any differences, any similarities, what leaked gameplay we're going to be seeing, what maps we're going to be seeing, and obviously why this is happening. If you guys don't remember, and I'll get into this within this video, the leaked gameplay came out. It's nothing like we saw with the Reddit post from earlier, a week ago or something, where Blood of the Dead pre-alpha was leaked. That's a rare case scenario. That stuff doesn't happen often, but actual leaked gameplay of the game, the final version of the game, will be releasing very soon, will be surfacing around the internet, and that's what we're going to be talking about within this video. So that being said, if you can leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. If we can go for 100 likes for Black Ops 4 Zombies, that'd be pretty sick. And let's get started. So I'm going to start off here. Saw this from the Game Revolution. I mean, it's pretty obvious this happens all the time, but he says, lots of early BO4 copies went out to Israel and Spain today, so leaked gameplay should start surfacing in the next couple of days. If you guys don't know, the Call of Duties usually ship out to like these Middle Eastern countries really early on. So Israel and Spain, probably Saudi Arabia, some other country around there. They're probably all getting their shipments in right now, and obviously the rules aren't as strict over there, or at least the gaming stores just don't care as much. Because if you call GameStop, I've done it before, everyone has done it pretty much, and say, oh, can I get the new Call of Duty early? It's a strict policy. You know they're not going to do it. And usually if I call any other stores, local gaming stores, they only get their games like a day before the game actually releases. So with these other countries, people can just get their hands on these copies so far in advance, and usually it's 3 to maybe even 3 weeks to even a month in advance. So the fact that we're a little over a week away should be meaning that we're going to be seeing gameplay any single day now. Okay, people get their hands on these copies very early on. Just to go back to Black Ops 3, I'm going to show you guys some images up on screen. These are just some videos I saw when I looked up leaked Shadows of Evil gameplay, because I remember a lot of the Shadows of Evil was leaked. And also, you guys don't remember, the Giant was leaked as well. The Giant, people thought wasn't going to be leaked because it was supposed to be activated at a certain time with an internet download patch, but that was not the case, and it actually was leaked as well. I remember that was a huge thing that I was talking about on my channel. But if you see here, I'm just going to show a couple random videos. October 27th, okay? Obviously, the game didn't release till a couple weeks after. We're only a week now, so we're pretty much, compared to Black Ops 3, we're a little overdue. And I'm pretty sure, I see a video up here as well, there is a leaked gameplay of Shadows of Evil over 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. We have October 22nd here as well. I'll show another image up on screen. Oh, this guy blocks everyone on Twitter. I don't know if you probably have him on Twitter. You probably have him. He probably blocked you. Just a little pointer there. That guy's a weirdo. But anyway, yeah, like this game has been out, at least in these different countries, for several weeks now. At least if they're getting them today, we're gonna be seeing gameplay very soon, any day now. We're almost overdue for some leaked gameplay at this point if you're comparing it to Black Ops 3 Zombies. And again, like I said, what we saw first was the base Shadows of Evil map. That was the map on disc offline, and the whole situation was with the Giant was that you needed a certain patch internet download to actually get it, and obviously the leaked gameplay came out from that anyway. Without the patch, it was a little bit of a weird situation, but that's obviously very important, because how they add these maps into Black Ops 4 is really going to tell and, you know, determine what gameplay we see from these different maps. So that being said, if all 4 of these maps are on disc, then we're probably going to see gameplay from all 4 of these maps. There would be no reason why. The situation sometimes is different. you know, with Black Ops 4, I'm not so sure if they're going to have certain patches that actually makes it so a lot of these maps are locked. I know Classified you don't get unless you get the Black Ops pass, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So maybe, you know, if you don't have that Black Ops pass activated because you're playing offline because the servers aren't up, or if the patch isn't out, you know, maybe they're going to have to lock Classified because of that reason. Maybe that's the case. We'll see gameplay of Voyage of Despair, 9, and Blood of the Dead. You know, maybe it's the same thing with the Giant. Like I said, the Giant was a, you know, it was a pre-order bonus. I forgot if it was just pre-ordering Black Ops 3 or if it was getting the season pass, but the Giant was a part of that incentive where it wasn't just on the disc and it wasn't just an offline map. But, you know, I'm pretty sure the Giant leaked gameplay came out 2 days before the game released, obviously very soon to the release date, but it's still released before the official sort of online patch was supposed to unlock it. So even if Classified is locked under this patch because it's a, you know, sort of Black Ops bonus or whatever, you need to get that other bundle to actually get it, then, you know, maybe there could still be a workaround. We're not so sure, again, what the actual specifics are, how they're doing this. We do know that, you know, it's just common knowledge with any Call of Duty. If you get the disc, you have the hard copy, you could play offline, you could play the game. And there's also another thing with these servers. I'm not so sure, again, Black Ops 4, it's a different time. They could be changing things, but if we're looking at the past, usually the servers are up a week before the game releases regardless. So even if you get an early copy, which is not really supposed to be played, the servers are up with different devs in it and different just other early access PR people playing the games. Like I said, guys, if you guys have been around for a while, this is pretty common knowledge. With Black Ops 4, again, like I said, it might be slightly different, but pretty much you're going to be having people playing the game and it's going to be the same situation every single time. It's just this time around we're a little over a week away, we're a bit overdue for some leaked gameplay, and pretty much it all depends on how they sort of lock these maps behind patches that, you know, it'll determine what maps we actually see gameplay of. Now, comparing it again back to Shadows of Evil leaked gameplay, you know, we saw 15-20 second clips, you know, not really good quality, nothing really crazy. We saw different perks, we saw different weapons, and I think overall it was pretty hype. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I definitely had fun, you know, watching these videos and getting hyped, and people definitely don't enjoy leaks. It's sort of split, I feel like. I don't know if it's 50-50, but there's a side of the community which, you know, they get hyped from leaks. I like leaks in, you know, a minimalist form. I don't want the whole map to be leaked. I don't want a 40-minute gameplay to be leaked of the whole map, but a couple seconds of a certain area, just, that's pretty sick. It gets me pretty hyped. And obviously the other, you know, section of the community doesn't want to have anything leaked. They don't want any leaked gameplay. They don't want anything coming out. They want to be surprised. And obviously I understand that too. And honestly, even if I do see leaked gameplay, when I play the map, you know, seeing it in HD color for the first time, exploring all these new maps and all these new locations, I'm still going to be hyped and surprised because the leaked gameplay wouldn't have, you know, leaked everything. And especially if they lock certain Easter eggs behind patch notes. I think Treyarch, you know, they're maybe going to put some effort and thought into what's going to happen here. You know, this ties back with the YouTubers playing the maps early as well. If Treyarch deliberately, you know, sort of locks a lot of these features behind a patch, a day one patch, which I feel like they should do, pretty much anyone playing the game before release, whether they're officially recording it at Treyarch, whether they're recording it for, you know, like Game Informer, they definitely get the games a couple days in advance to do their reviews and stuff. Whether you get a, you know, a certain copy from a game store, like if you're in a different country and they give it out a week early, whatever your case is, however you get the copy early, you know, everything is behind this certain patch, so nothing, you know, especially major Easter eggs, nothing will be able to be unlockable, or potentially even whole maps won't be activated until you get that day one patch or that certain patch after the game releases. And again, I don't know how hard that is. I know it's possible. I feel like they've tried to do it before, and if it's not possible and if it's not something they thought about, then that sucks. But hopefully that's something they're doing, because I feel like, you know, in my mind, that's one of the only ways you can really stop people from going for these Easter eggs, because if you have the game early, there's no one stopping you from getting everything done before the game releases. So like I said, my standpoint, leaked gameplay, I'm hyped. We're gonna see some in the next couple of days. If you guys are, you know, really hyped for especially the 2 sort of new maps, we're probably gonna see most gameplay coming from 9 and Voyage of Despair, just because those are the 2 sort of main new maps with the new storyline, the new characters. That's what's going to be leaked. And if anything, if a map isn't going to be locked, you know, like the 2 sort of offline maps, it's probably going to be those 2 maps. Blood of the Dead, I'm pretty sure, I guess it is a base map as well. There's nothing you really need to get that map, and then classified as the Black Ops Pass, or it's a pre-order bonus. So maybe that's the only issue there. But especially those first 2 new maps, Blood of the Dead probably as well, those will be the main maps that we see some leaked gameplay clips from in the next couple of days, and that's pretty much it. So obviously leave your opinions below. People are probably going to comment anyway, but if you're watching at the end of this video, again, leave your comments below. What do you think about leaked gameplay? Are you hyped to see it? Do you not want to see it? You guys pretty much know where I'm coming at with this argument here. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, again, I'm in the middle ground. I like, you know, some leaks in moderation, but not too much. You know, it's whatever. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.